Hello everybody, welcome to my video of my thoughts on Luke Skywalker. I'm pretty sure you've seen hero guides and all sorts of videos talking about each individual character and how they work and their base health and their damage. So I wanted to give my own thoughts and the process that I have when I play as a specific hero. And I was going to talk about my top hero, Luke. So he is my highest level, as you can see, 785. He's almost the max level. He's very fast and very aggressive when it's necessary, and I believe he can turn the tide if there is a good Luke on the field. In many of my past videos, you might have heard my friends or have some inferences of somebody saying you should switch to Luke, and that goes to show how much of a Luke main I am. And you can see that he is my go-to when things are going to get really, really rough. In my opinion, Luke is suited for a player that wants to be very fast and very powerful. His base health is the average of a Saber hero, so we'll spawn in the arcade.
May the Force be with us.
Indeed, Luke. So I have 750 health for Luke, which is rather standard for each Saber hero. I think the highest is 800, and that belongs to Vader and Grievous. Obviously, Vader can have a higher health stat when he has the bonus health card on, but for Luke, it's rather manageable to have a 700 health. His health regen is very fast, so I just took some damage, and you'll just see that heal up right fast. There we go. I can lose my health and gain my health as fast as I can. Now let's talk about Luke's powers. As everybody knows, every single character in this game has a specific set of powers. Obviously, everyone knows how to use the Force. Well, except some of the blaster characters. But if you want to go canonical, yes, Leia does have the Force somewhere. Some way in place. Well, she is the daughter of Darth Vader. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So he has 3 powers. The only character that has 4 is Anakin. But I think Luke's powers are much better than Anakin's in every way. So the first ability that Luke has is the Force Push.
Take him!
Obviously, as the name implies, you can push any character or any, trooper out of your way or off a ledge or wherever you kind of desire. And I think it's very good. It does some good damage, but at the same time, I think it is an ability that can really screw you over. Sometimes you may want to push someone off the ledge, but then it doesn't push them as far as you want them to. And then there are cards to basically ensure that something happens when you do it. But I find those cards rather useless. So there is the extended AoE card, where it'll probably be much bigger than the normal radius of the push. But I think that's a waste of space. Unless, of course, you're going to be a ledger. You're just going to be throwing people off the map and trying to get some easy kills. I don't personally do that. I only do it when it's necessary and the games are very, very, very tough. But yeah, I keep Luke's push as natural as it occurs. His second ability, the middle L1 and R1, is Force Repulse, which can just do that. Now, I think this is a very good card for crowd control, especially in Galactic Assault and Supremacy. But in HVV, I think it is much better and suited to almost like a finisher move. So for people that like to block a whole bunch, which is almost everybody in this game when they're a Saber, there are going to be some people that will just not die. You can probably have a back-dodging Vader that just survives. Countless amount of, assaults and, barrages that the repulse ability, if equipped with the star card that I am using, which is Epicenter, within the half of that radius, Luke can do extra damage. So you can get behind someone, to the side of them, any kind of direction, but I would recommend going to the back because they can't really necessarily turn back unless their sensitivity is ranked up to 100 to block it. But it'll easily finish, you know, a Vader in place of like a Jet Knight, where Han can't really use it and it's being charged. It'll basically do the job for you. There is a card that can expand the radius, but again, I find that rather useless. I would rather have one that has damage instead. So that works more to your benefit than having a, you know, expanded area. Unless you double the epicenter and the large radius. Now, the third ability for Luke is Saber Dash, which is almost universal. Everybody has one, except, well, not everybody. Only Maul and Yoda. And it can do that. You know, cutting the distance sends them forward. And to finish the job on people that are too far away. Wilhelm scream. So I'll try and not kill one of these guys. Okay, so I'm gonna push the heavy. Never mind, he died. Just do that. But in any case, the example would be knocking somebody down, and then if they're too far away, you can just cut the distance. Or, let's say I'm gonna get super crowded upon. Oh no, I'm losing my health, so I have to escape. Oh, escape. Now there are cards to upgrade this ability. I don't use any of them because, again, they're so useless to me. It's so weird. My playstyle doesn't think you would need 3 extra dashes, nor would you want to have damage reduction that only lasts for 3 seconds, unless you're playing Galactic Assault. In HVV, I think the amount of dashes Luke has is perfect enough to get you away to and other places on the fight. Now look at this. See, I'm getting crowded. I'm blocking all these blaster bolts. Now you can wonder, how long am I going to be holding my block button for? Well, the good thing is that I have a star card on. Now let's talk about star cards for Luke. So let me bring up my display. So here I have my setup, and this setup has stayed the same ever since launch. Well, technically I take that back. I've had this same loadout since they got rid of the health on kill cards. Now this is probably the best thing that they did for this game. And funny enough, Intensify was the health on kill card. What this card does is that every damage, each time you do damage to a villain or to a trooper, you amp up Luke's damage output. So basically what I like to call this is a natural duelist for Luke. Dooku has this ability to move super fast and swing and hit and do more damage with his middle ability. But for Luke, it's much better because he does that more naturally, and he doesn't have to engage an ability to do so. It just happens. He can just be swinging, you know, hitting Vader in the back, smacking a Kylo in the face, and all of a sudden he can 3-tap a boss. And it is possibly the must-have card for Luke. Then again, there is no specifics on how to play this game. Everybody will play this game a different way that fits their playstyle. The other star card I have on is Jedi Fighter, which allows Luke to do more swings, do more blocks, and every sort of thing that every single Saber hero has to do in order for them to work. And I think having this card on allows Luke to do much more better against a Dooku, a swing spamming Maul. It's very, very essential to have this card on. I don't care what anybody says. If you rather have stronger push, I say you're wrong. And that's practically how much I think about Luke. See, he's very, very good. I don't think I can rank any other hero higher, unless of course you're talking to the dark side, because the dark side is OP as hell, and it's very unfair. But if you want to have someone that can match anybody on the light side, that can match anybody on the dark side, I should say, it would probably be Luke. He's fast, he can do damage, he can keep up, and each ability can help him out. So, like I said earlier, if you saw my rank for Luke, he was 700 something, 785. And playing this game since launch, I think having Luke be the first max hero in my collection, it is probably the coolest achievement I have, even though I've platinumed this game. I would like to think that Luke is my favorite character in Star Wars, so him being first is possibly a really great honor. So I will finish this round, and I'll just stop talking so you can see how well I handled it. Now, this is probably not as interesting because it doesn't have high stakes in it. But trust me, I have had really great games with Luke, and he's had to do many comebacks for me and my team. And as we reach the end of this, we're going on a 150 kill streak. Watch me die. I'm kidding, I won't. I will continue the series with other characters. This is more of a test to have Luke be in arcade because I have not been able to focus when I have an actual game going on. So I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe. And check out my other Battlefront videos on the playlist that I have. And I will catch you in the next one with my first and top dark side villain.